How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Fireside Yankees. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for daily Yankees content. We got you on the pre-games, the post-games, everything in between on all platforms. We appreciate your support as always. Now we're going to take a look at the pre-game analysis and the lineup drop for this team against the Philadelphia Phillies, who have lost the first 3 games of the season. They've given up 29 total runs in that span, which is ridiculous. 27 of those runs came in the first 2 games. So their defense, their pitching has been very, very bad. And they're hitting, obviously, they have some really quality hitters. Trey Turner, obviously, a notable one. Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, Castellanos, and a couple good players. Obviously, Bryce Harper is not in the lineup with the injury, but they have Taijuan Walker on the mound with, former Met there. He's actually a decent pitcher. He had some good stuff last year for the Mets, finished the season with a 3.49 ERA, 157 innings pitched. Not much of a strikeout guy, but generates pretty weak contact, had a sub 10% home run to fly ball ratio for the first time in his career last year, but traditionally he is prone to giving up home runs. So that is something that the Yankees may want to build upon. Gave up 1.5 home runs per 9 innings in 2021. Reduced that pretty significantly, almost halved it actually last year. So his career average is about 1.21. So maybe the Yankees get a home run today. On average, they should do so, which definitely suggests that they can get some runs on the board against Walker. Walks around 2.5, 3 batters per game. So definitely gives up a couple walks. He can have some control issues. But Walker, has a pretty wide array of pitches. That split finger fastball is his primary strikeout pitch. Now he's a right-hander. So the Yankees are going to try to get some more lefties in the lineup, which is kind of suggesting the different lineup they have for us today. Now, just to give you some information, prior to today's game, the Yankees did option Johnny Brito to the Scranton Wilkes Bar in AAA. Now, don't freak out. Don't get alarmed by this. The reason they did this was because they wanted to have the extra roster spot for a bullpen arm, right? Johnny Brito, not going to pitch for another 5 days or so. But with that being said, they can use that extra roster spot to help the bullpen, keep some of their primary guys healthy. He has a lot of minor league options, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. Now, they did bring up Ian Hamilton, who had a really good spring, didn't give up a single earned run, had about 6 strikeouts over 9 innings pitched for the Bombers. I think he's 27 years old, so still very young. Good player. I'm excited to see what he's got for us. Obviously, we saw Colton Brewer yesterday, and Ron Marinaccio had a great game. In addition, Ron Marinaccio is kind of turning into our primary, just big moment relief pitcher. I think he's going to be sick. He is sick. Really hope he can make an all-star game this year. But the lineup for today, certainly interesting. They've been moving things around, and it is rather intriguing to see who they have. So you have DJ LeMahieu leading off. He's actually playing third base today. Josh Donaldson will be getting the day off. Aaron Judge in center field. Anthony Rizzo at first base, of course. Giancarlo Stanton DHing. He has 2 home runs, and Judge has 2 home runs in their first 3 games. You got Gleyber Torres manning the second base position with DJ obviously over on the hot corner. You got Franchy Cordero. Franchy Cordero is an interesting name. We just really brought him up recently. We got him from the Baltimore Orioles. He had a really good spring training. Traditionally hasn't been very good at the professional level. Did play 84 games last year for the Boston Red Sox at 27 years old, hit 219 with a 30% on base rate. He's not very good based on his past numbers, but this spring, maybe he changed his batting stance. Maybe he just feels more confident. He hit 413 with a 43% on base rate, including 2 homers, a triple, 4 doubles, a stolen base, and 19 hits across 46 at bats. So the guy just absolutely mashed during spring training. So the Yankees, wanted to give a little bit of a rest to their primary guys. Oswaldo Cabrera will get the day off today. They want to give Cordero an opportunity, and obviously he is a lefty hitter, so really good matchup there against Walker, a right-handed pitcher. Now you have Aaron Hicks, who we spoke this morning about. If you didn't watch that video, go check it out, regarding his comments saying that he wants to be playing. He thinks he deserves to be playing. Not many people agree based on the simple fact that he's not that good, and 2 years of bad play suggests that he should not be starting every day. So Aaron Hicks, of course, going to be playing in left field today, switch hitter, so they can take advantage of that right-handed pitching. Jose Trevino back behind the dish. Obviously, we had Kyle Higashioka who launched a solo shot yesterday. Good start for Higgy, but Trevino back catching for Nestor Cortez, who we are very excited about. We all love Nestor Cortez. He is one of our favorite players here on the Fireside Yankees channel. We know that everybody loves Nasty Nestor equally, and he's a very fun player to watch with his fun windups and everything he does for the game. Anthony Volpe, our young stud, who has 3 stolen bases in 3 games, will be manning the shortstop position once again. Volpe has had his fair share of at-bats where he looks a little bit lost, but, this is going to happen. He's a rookie. He's 21 years old. He's barely able to drink any alcohol at this point in time, but he is still in bases and showcasing that athleticism, so we are very excited about Anthony Volpe taking that big step forward with the Yankees and locking down the shortstop position for the foreseeable future. But this is a game the Yankees can and should win. The Phillies, yes, they have some good players. Walker has been prone to giving up home runs in the past, but you got to lock down Trey Turner. He's the guy you got to watch out for. He has 2 triples and a double over 3 games, hitting .385. Kyle Schwarber has been really struggling, hitting .077. Only 1 hit over 13 at-bats. Real Muto, 4 hits, 11 at-bats. Real Muto, Castellanos, and Bohm all have been doing pretty well. The middle of that order has been hitting pretty decently. Bottom of the order has been a little bit They have Sosa, who's hitting .500, 2 for 4 this season. But really, you're looking at some interesting kind of guys. They have the first 5 of their batting order are very dangerous. Like, you have to be careful about those. But the bottom half is pretty weak. So, you got to strike those guys out. I think Nestor Cortez can have himself a couple Ks today, showcase that cutter, showcase that fastball, that slider. He's got some really, really, really great pitches, and obviously coming off a season where he pitched 157 innings. I'm curious to see how Nestor Cortez is kind of incorporated this year, given the fact that he's coming off that little hamstring tweak that wasn't anything crazy, just a minor injury, but he's back now fully healthy. But, the thing is, he was really kind of hurting down the stretch. His fatigue caught up to him late in the season. So I'd love to see how the Yankees try to mitigate that workload. Guys like Johnny Brito, who will definitely get called up again. German, Herman. Obviously, you have, I think it's Brito, actually. People keep correcting me. So Johnny Brito, he'll definitely play a pretty nice role for this Yankee team. Clark Schmidt, hopefully he can kind of shake off that tough finish to his performance on Saturday afternoon and look to get back in the win column in his next start. And then, of course, you have Rodon eventually who will come back, Severino who's going to come back, and maybe you get Montes down the stretch, not putting too much weight into that one. But I am very excited about this game. I think that the Yankees can definitely emerge victorious. Phillies looking for their first win. Let's not give it to them. Let's hit some home runs today. I think Stanton and Judge could definitely do some damage. They've been very, very good to start the year, so I'm excited to see those power metrics. Now, Stanton had that 485-foot freaking blast yesterday that almost hit the freaking moon, and that was an awesome home run, his second longest in his career. So ridiculous amount of power behind Stanton, as we all know. Really nice to see him starting off his season on a hot note, because he's the type of player that just needs more reps, more experience, and he gets better over time. So really excited to see Stanton hopefully continue to compound on that success. Judge, as we know, has been ridiculous. The guy's hitting .462 to open the year, 6 for 13, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. That's what we paid this man $360 million to do, so we're hyped about that. Rizzo's had a pretty good start, hitting 3 for 8, 375 with 2 RBIs. Stanton, as I mentioned, hitting .250 with 3 RBIs and 2 homers himself, and Gleyber Torres has had a couple of hits and a couple walks and stolen 2 bases up to this point. But Volpe, 222, but the stolen bases have really stood out. Could use a little bit more support from the bottom of the order. We'll see Franchi Cordero and Hicks only had 1 at-bat against the closer, struck out. It's kind of an unfortunate scenario, but the top half of the order has been very, very good for this Yankee team. Of course, DJ LeMahieu will get hot at some point, hitting .250 up to this point on the season, but let's get this win today, my friends. Love to hear perspectives below. Drop your score prediction. I'm going to go with a 7-3 Yankees win today. They get 2 or 3 homers. I think Judge goes deep again. I think he gets one off Walker, who he's been traditionally pretty good off of, so I'm excited to see what he can do. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, my friends, and we'll catch you guys on the next Fireside Yankees episode.